Hello, fans of the Smoking Guns podcast. This is R.C. Woods, and we're here with a mom, JC Collier's mom. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me tonight.
No, thank you for coming on. So we just want to get to know your son a little bit better. So can you tell me, as a mom, when did you realize he had talent?
I think that was straight away. He would be 1 and 2 years old, throwing footballs and, trying to dunk a basketball in a little tight basketball setup we had in the house. So he has always shown athleticism and the desire to play sports.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, is he the only child, or does he have siblings?
He has a sibling. He has a younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she is also athletic. She plays volleyball.
Oh, nice.
And is playing at the collegiate level right now. So, yeah, they are both very well athletically endowed.
Wow. When you said 1 to 2 years old, that's pretty young. I had some kids that can't even walk or run by that time, but he's doing great.
Yes. He was very excited to play sports from the very beginning. So.
And then how did he choose, or how did he get more into football than basketball? Because you said he did both.
Yeah, he did. And, it's funny. I think football actually just showed him a little bit more. He played basketball in middle school, and then he started playing a little bit in high school. And then I think it just was some issues with coaching and just not getting the position that he really wanted at the time. Mm-hmm. And so he just decided, I'm just going to devote more of my attention to football. And honestly, when he was in high school, he just kind of soared. It was great to see him just really be in newspaper articles and, on the TV for the Friday night recap, those sorts of things. So it just really took off for him.
Cool. Now, what high school did he go to?
He went to Brennan High School.
Oh, okay. So that's sort of like near the 1604 Petrenko, Alamo Ranch area?
Definitely.
Oh, okay. My daughters went to Taft High School.
Okay, so yeah, you're in the same little realm here.
Yes, yes. Now, after high school, where did he go? Or he's still, because he's pretty young, right?
Well, yeah, he's young. To me, I think he's old, and I'm like, come on, son, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But he went to Hardin-Simmons and played football there for a year, a season, and so then he came back home and just been, playing on different little leagues here and there, and finally got the opportunity with the Gunslinger. So I'm very proud of him for that, and I can't wait to see him, show the world what he can do out there on the football field.
That's how exciting. I know my daughter, we had gone to visit Hardin-Simmons. It's a beautiful campus.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely there.
Very nice. Now, growing up, who was his role model, or what was his favorite football team?
So I'm going to say he had some of everything on his wall. We kind of talked about the other day about going to the book fair and wanting to buy posters. His walls were covered with all kinds of athletes, be it baseball, football, basketball, anything really. He just is a sports kid. The TV would stay on ESPN. But I would say the one that stands out the most is LaDainian Tomlinson. And then he was a Chargers fan for a while. Then he became a Cardinals fan. So he just, he likes certain players, and then he attaches to those teams that they're on. But I think LaDainian Tomlinson was the most prevalent that I could think of as he was growing up that he liked.
Nice. So he was never really a Cowboy fan?
No, but his dad was. And so that was a constant rivalry in the house. So he would go against whoever dad was, playing. So, yeah, that made things fun.
And who did you root for? Were you stuck in the middle?
I am just a player person. I don't really go for teams, but, let me just tell you, I'm originally from New York, so I like all things New York.
Okay.
So, anytime the Giants was on, I'm cheering for the Giants, so that's the kind of the sports mom I am. I just like people.
Right. I hear you. I'm from Chicago, so, I love the Cubs, the White Sox, the Bears,
yes,
you name
exactly.
it.
Yep.
Now, growing up, what was his comfort food? Like if he had a bad day or he, needed some pepping up, what would he say? Mom, can you make this for me?
Listen, Jalen loves food. Okay, so it really doesn't matter what it is, but I will tell you, macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese, not the box, but baked homemade macaroni and cheese is his thing. He loves that.
Now, does he put jalapenos in it? Because I know the big thing here in Texas is to add jalapenos to your mac and cheese, which I never heard of.
I've never heard of that either. No, we do not add jalapenos. Maybe a dash or two of hot sauce, but no jalapenos. Yeah, he just loves mac and cheese.
Good. Now, do you have like a funny story or a nickname for him?
Oh, I don't know if he's given me permission to say this.
Oh, come
but
on.
No.
I mean, we've had a lot of moms on here. We've got nicknames from Tukey to Pookie to you, God knows what.
Yes.
So I'm sure you'll be fine.
Right. For me, I would either call him, by his middle name. I am big on just calling him Jalen. He got the JC tag when he went to middle school, and a lot of kids' names were Jalen. Mm-hmm. So it was girls named Jalen, boys named Jalen. So then he just decided to go with the JC, and that has stuck with him. But his aunt calls him Duty.
Say that again?
She calls him Duty.
Spell that like Doodie, Duty?
Yeah, it's just something. I don't even know how she came up with it. I think she was making rhymes for him when he was little and just trying to get things to go with, little booty duty or whatever, something like that. And so it just kind of stuck, and she called him that. So yeah, those are his nicknames. But, the one he goes by the most is JC.
And so what's his middle name?
Khalif.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. How'd you come up with that as a middle name?
Well, when I was pregnant, I looked at a lot of name books, and I tried to get something that was meaningful. And so his name together, Jalen Khalif, means strong, holy boy.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it. Yep. Now, do you have a funny story about him growing up?
Oh, my goodness. It's so many things. I think one of the things that stands out to me is just how athletic he was and how he would always be playing some sort of sport and would come home with all kinds of scrapes and cuts and whatever, but still would continue to play it. Like it wouldn't stop him if he had any injuries or anything like that. But he's just a really sweet kid. He's not really a loud kid. And so we were laughing the other day. Yeah, we were laughing the other day because my daughter is opposite. He's really quiet and reserved, and she's really out there and talkative. So it's funny to have both of those dynamics in the house.
Well, I know I first met him when he went for the signing. And I was there, and we were interviewing some of the players afterwards. And I was like, "Would you like to be interviewed?" He's like, "No, I'm very quiet." I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "How about your mom?" "Well, I have to ask her." And I was like, "Okay." And here we are, a couple weeks later. I'm talking to you on the podcast, so that's great.
Yes, it's up. And I will say this: Jalen is very reserved and quiet in person, but when he's on that football field, he commands the field. He really does. He talks to his line. He really just likes to let his presence be known out there. So it's one thing in person to see him and talk to him personally, but when he's on that football field, you can hear him yelling and you can hear him calling for his teammates, and so that's something that gives me pride and joy to know that, okay, when he needs to speak for himself, when he needs to advocate, he does it. So
that's good. That's good. Now, what's one word that you would describe him?
Oh, man. I think patient. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's had a tough go at this football thing, and he loves it so much. And he has been very vigilant about, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. This is all I'm thinking about, and so he's been hyper-focused on being a football player. And so he's been patient with it because things have not always gone his way in this area. And so I'm just proud to see that, things are finally panning out for him.
Good. That's good to hear. That's a good word, patient. Let me ask you, what's the best thing about being his mom?
The best thing about being his mom is that we get to laugh and have fun together. We like to play games, and so we're always partnered up because we get each other so well, and so we know what each other's going to say. And I think just having fun with him, just really enjoying life and laughing.
And what are you talking about, board games or card games?
Yes, board games. So we play like Taboo and Family Feud, Who's Smarter Than a Sixth Grader. We play all those things. And I have a closet full of board games, and we just enjoy doing it. Uno.
Oh,
that's
I love
another
board
thing,
games.
But card games.
Have you played Categories?
Yes, we have.
Love that game.
Yep. Now, I'm kind of a nerd, though. I like Scrabble, and so they don't really like that one, but I mean, we play all kinds of games together.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get the kids to play Scrabble. They're like, they'll name 5 other
Yes.
games before they say Scrabble,
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Now, is he single? Is he engaged? Or did he say anything about talking about his 411?
So the 411, huh? Interesting. I feel like if you're not engaged, you're single.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that from mom's perspective, if he's single, but, he might be attached to somebody right now.
Okay.
But, things happen when you're young, right? You find
Yes,
out who you
yes.
really like and who you don't and what you need and what you don't. And so you move on. But
Right.
from mom's perspective, he's single, lady.
Okay, good to know. Now, I have 2 daughters. One's 25 and
Mm-hmm.
one's 22. The 25-year-old's already married, so half my job is done. But the other one,
Yeah.
and I'm always telling her, I need cute boys at school. And she's like, no. And I was like, if that was me, I would have moved schools. How could there not be
Yeah.
one cute guy in school? She's like, oh, Mom, and she's like,
Yeah.
I'm more focused into my school and to church. And she's in a sorority and she has a job on
Yes,
campus.
that's
And I'm like,
good though.
yeah. Okay. It's good. I'm not saying it isn't, you know what I'm saying? But, she's 22 and,
Yeah.
so, but hopefully,
Yeah, you're different from me because I'm like, I want you to wait as long as possible. I want you to live life. And I think it's because, I had Jalen young. And so I want them to just enjoy their 20s and really get to know the world and all of that before settling down. So, yeah, me and you are different. But, I mean, I am looking forward to the day when they find somebody that they truly want to spend the rest of their life with.
That's true. I was a little bit older when I had her. I was 28. And then I got married until I was 38. So I kind of pushed things up really far out there. So I don't want her to be 38.
Yeah, I know. I can feel that. Yes, I understand.
And so I was very independent and, my schooling was first and I wanted to be successful. And then I woke up one day and I was like, oh my gosh, here I am alone, And so I don't want that for her. So I guess it's, just how we have our own experiences.
Exactly. And sometimes those experiences kind of help us in how we parent and show us, what to do and what not to do.
That's
and
true.
What we allow or what we want for our kids as well.
That's true. Well, thank you so much for sharing your lovely stories and sharing part of JC with us. And again, what would you tell the fans of the Gunslingers?
I would say get ready for some good football because that boy right there is going to get him some INTs, honey. He is going to intercept that ball. Pick six.
You heard it here first from the mom, right? Well, thank you so much. Have a great evening and go Gunslingers.
Yes, thank you. Go Gunslingers.
Bye-bye. Bang, bang.
Bye.
Hi, this is RC. How is everybody doing? We're back with the Mom to Mom interviews, and I have here Kelly Bond. Now, Kelly, who's your son?
My son is David Olvera.
Okay, and in what position does he play?
He is got signed as the quarterback.
Oh, okay, awesome. Now, what do you know about the Gunslingers? Anything that, because I know it's a new team, right, and it's arena football, but what have you heard about the Gunslingers?
Well, like you said, they're a new team. They're coming to they're going to be here in San Antonio. Hoping the season starts up in March. I'm really excited about it. I know that a lot of people have been wanting this for a long time for arena football to come back to San Antonio. I guess they were here before, a couple of years ago.
I think so. I think it comes and goes. You know what I mean, with the leagues.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, when did you realize that David had talent?
From actually about when he started walking, he had a ball in his hand 24/7.
Really?
Yeah. Throwing to his dad. It just came so natural to him.
Wow. Okay. That young. That's pretty good. And so now I know he's from Castroville. So what's the name of the high school there in Castroville?
Medina Valley.
Medina Valley. And so how did he how was his high school career?
He had a good high school career. He played uh, quarterback all 4 years.
Awesome.
Um, he's played actually since I guess it would be flag football to start out with,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we went about 10 years where I don't think there was a weekend that we weren't on the actual field playing a game because he did the Pop Warner, all the little leagues. So when one season would end, he played year round for it had to be about 10 years.
Oh my gosh, Mom, I can't believe
Yeah,
that. Now I have two
yeah. I feel like
girls.
we lived on the field.
I have two girls, so we never did the football thing, but my gosh, that's such dedication for that. Now, is he the only child or are there siblings in the house?
He has a sister, Amanda. She just got married, and it was a family thing. Would all be there. She's about 7 years older than Davy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, congratulations to her on that. And
Thank you.
what did he do after high school, or how old is he? He
He
looks young to
is
me,
going
but
to be.
everybody looks young, you know.
I know what you mean. He's 20. He's going to be 25 at the end of this month.
Okay, he looks younger than that. He looks like maybe 22, but
Yeah. Right now he is actually he does like construction, house remodeling, refurbing,
hmm
you know, that type, painting, electric,
nice.
anything to redo your home.
Right. Interesting. Now, did he go to college after high school or he just stayed locally?
Well, he did a year at Northwest Vista.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah, and then after that, he just ended up working full time with the company, but the passion for football has always been there. He was, he played with a couple of the semi-pro teams here in San Antonio.
hmm
I think he only 1 year he didn't play.
Wow. So he always has to keep
Yeah,
fit, huh?
he just has that much love of the game,
That's good. That's good.
the
Now,
team.
do you know if he has any role models or a favorite football team or a favorite player?
Well, I would have to say his favorite player would be probably Peyton Manning or Brett
Mm,
Favre.
I like Peyton
Their
Manning.
style, the way they throw.
Uh-huh. And how
Yeah.
about a team? Is he a Cowboy fan like most Texans or no?
Now, he was raised as a Cowboy fan. He's definitely a Patriots fan. His dad was a big Cowboys fan, so yeah, his whole room was decorated Cowboy this, Cowboy that.
Uh-huh.
But then when he got older, started deciding for himself. He kind of went Patriots, and there's a couple other teams that he likes.
Mm-hmm. Well, good, good. Now, does he have like a favorite food that you make for him? Like maybe when he's having a bad day or he just wants comfort food? What would that be?
That would probably be spaghetti.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, and my pot roast, but pot roast is a special occasion type thing.
Okay. Now, is there a funny nickname that you have for him or a funny story that you want to share?
Well, I call him Davy.
Davey, okay.
Because his dad's named David also, so I had to differentiate there in the house. But his dad used to call him, he's going to choke me, Pudge or Goofy
What was the
for a
second
long
one?
time. Goofy,
Goofy.
like
Oh,
Mickey
okay.
Mouse, Goofy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, that's what all his dad's friends called him too. So,
Well, hey, it sticks. That's okay. How about a funny story?
oh my goodness. Let's see. Well, not so funny, but he almost died from my cooking. I
Oh
made.
my gosh, Mom, are you sure?
Yeah, I did. It's not. It turns out to be funny because we had no idea. But
Oh my
I made
Lord.
cute steaks and potatoes and corn. Regular night dinner. And
Right?
so I go in there and he takes his food in his room and he's eating dinner. No big deal. And he comes running out and he's blue. and he can't breathe.
Oh my
He
gosh.
got choked on the cube steak. Okay.
And how old was he?
He was probably about 12, 13.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Well, his dad did the Heimlich, got it moved so he could get air,
Uh-huh.
but then rushed to the hospital, transferred to another hospital, emergency surgery.
Oh my
But
gosh.
come to find out, he was allergic to corn and nuts.
Really?
So
And he went his whole life until 12 and didn't know that?
We're talking peanut butter sandwiches. We're talking, we're talking corn. We're talking tortillas. We're talking, everything. And had no idea until he had these. We were wondering, why did his throat swell up? And, I just don't think that I cut his meat good enough. I'm too big of a chunk. But so now we know.
Wow.
And he stays away from corn nuts now. So that's, but I mean, I'm glad everything turned out good, but
that's
everyone
so
kind of made
scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And to go all that time without really knowing that you had. So he's allergic to corn and to nuts. Any kind of nuts, like peanuts. Just peanuts. And so that night you added peanuts to the meal, or what did you add?
No, I served him corn, and he probably had a peanut butter sandwich somewhere, but through the going to the doctor after that, wondering why did his throat swell up, and because he walked out and he was literally like just fell, and we got the piece of steak moved from doing the Heimlich, and so that was pretty scary. Took a long time for him to get used to not eating those, because he'd get a Snickers bar, and I'd get a call from the school that he had ice cream with some kind of nut in it. Oh, he's having a allergic reaction. So,
wow.
But he's definitely he stays away from everything like that now.
That's good to know. Good to know, definitely.
Yeah.
So if you had to describe him in one word, what word would it be?
Determined.
Very good word.
Another one, respectful.
Nice.
And he's got a heart of gold.
Now, is he single, engaged? Does he have kids?
He's single.
Okay, that's good to know. I mean, for all the single women out there,
There you go.
Good to know.
I just planned a wedding. I'm ready to plan another one.
I love weddings. Oh my gosh, when you said wedding, I get so excited. I love watching the 4 weddings and Say Yes to the Dress. I think I've seen them all twice. I love them. I love it.
I'm done with weddings for a while, so no, I don't want to plan another wedding. My daughter's was just a month ago.
Wow, so
that's enough for me for a little while. So.
Was the wedding here in San Antonio or in Castroville?
Yeah, in my backyard.
How pretty.
It did. It turned out perfect.
And then with the whole COVID thing, how did that work out?
They wore masks. The guests wore masks. We kept it small. Davey was, stood up there up there as one of the groomsmen. So, we all were safe and everything. And, I'm just excited to see how this is going to work in the arena football. All the groups sitting 6 foot apart.
Right.
So hopefully it'll calm down by then.
Yeah, I'm hoping because I'm a big fan of tailgating. So if I stay outside, that's great for me too. But there's going to come a way and come a manner that we're going to be able to do it. I really have a lot of faith that we'll be able to get in there, and even if we have to sit like a seat between us, I think we'll make it work. We really will make it work.
I'm excited to meet the rest of the team.
San Antonio really needs a football team. Now, what could you tell the Gunslinger fans who are new to this league and new about your son and how excited you are about this season?
I don't think I could be any more excited about anything. I am so happy that Davey was able to get with this team, be a part of a group that, that are going for something. The group atmosphere is so important for someone who's always been a part of it. and to be able to, get the city looking forward to something again. I don't know, just to see them out there playing,
Right.
just to see the team and the camaraderie and the I don't know, there's nothing like it. Really, there isn't. When you live it your whole life and then, you're out of it for a while, you really miss it.
Right. And you've been doing it for a long time, so my hat's off to you. And what I really like about that the team is here in San Antonio, the owners are from here in San Antonio also. So they know the culture of Texas and of San Antonio. And I want this team to be so successful so they could be role models for all the other football players here in San Antonio.
Exactly.
Because they don't have a team. So, like, oh, yay, I'm going to one day play for Dallas or for Houston or, no, we want them to say, yay, I'm going to play for San Antonio. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Exactly. Something local that seems tangible to all those kids out there who are playing now. And, yes, the NFL is like the top of the tier,
mm-hmm.
but I'm hoping we get up there too.
Oh, yeah,
for
sure.
arena football,
mm-hmm.
For people to want to be out there cheering for the team, cheering the guys on, showing our San Antonio spirit,
That's right. Well, thank you so much for talking to me and sharing your
You're
stories
welcome.
and your love for your son. And go Gunslingers.
Go Gunslingers.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.